What's up, Chad? It's your boy Alchemist back on the mic here to do commentary for BAM10. I'm joined by none other than my partner in crime, Coronavo. We're here to witness some excellent Tekken from the Australian scene, as well as some internationals here to join us. I'm glad you can all be here.
I do have to say, we do have a national match. It is Australian match to start with full seat. And thanks again for waiting, guys. I know you guys were waiting very patiently, and now we're beginning full seat. So, who we got? We've got Fade?
We've got, I believe, Fade from Sydney versus TQT Ninja from Melbourne. So this is a rivalry, state rivalry, in fact. And I believe this is a Yoshi mirror, unless one of the players decides to go with another character.
And we don't really see these very often. I mean, Yoshi is not the most popular character, especially down these parts. And to see a mirror start a full C is going to be something... yeah, there you go.
So yeah, definitely not something you see every day, Yoshimura. But when you do see it, it's, you know, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening on the screen right now. So both players are starting off in the Mishima Dojo. Nice duck there, no punish in the back two too. I don't know how the neutral plays for this, because one player has to do something solid. You got to try and get in, and here we see both players not really going for anything. Nice duck on the down forward 1-2. Jam Fade seems to know what he's doing. Knows the Yoshimura. No wall combo there with the side wall splat. Goes for the launch punish for mid. I mean, it is a mix-up, but it's very risky. I mean, but if it hits, it hits.
Yeah, I mean, it is fuzzyable, but there we see Fade taking the first round. I think it'll go down to the player who knows Yoshi better in this matchup.
I've played Fade against Fade a lot, and he loves doing forward, four. He has a good read a lot of the time, so if you use a punish and you put him on minus, he'll love doing forward, four, sorry. And another punish there on the hop kick. Nice work. Going into the meditation stance, just playing around with it, gets the back turn 3 into the down 1. That is guaranteed. Nice punish there.
Punish there. Oh, the helicopter stance. Okay, so TQT Ninja's going to be bringing this one back, I think.
Yeah, it's going to get it to the wall.
Nice.
Big damage.
Doesn't even need the wall there.
Ties it up at 1-1. Now, what I see is someone is just always having the upper hand by getting a low or ducking a high string, getting their chance to get in there. Neither player resorting to like what most people would consider Yoshi things, with just going ham. Oh, hopping into a flash. I'm not sure what was happening there. Goes for the down back 3-3, and the forward, just what we were saying, gets the punish. Just out of range for the sword sweep. Can TQT Ninja close it out? And he does with the 3 till the 4. Nice work there. Takes a 2-1 lead in rounds right now. What's Fade going to do to make it back in? Forward, 4. Goes for the crouch dash 2. Minus 14, but you very rarely see the move. It does have really good high crush on startup animation. And a nice hop kill with timing there. He's going to get a good combo here. Gets him in the middle of the stage. TQT Ninja just away from, just a bit out of rage. Gets the up forward to knock him down. Can he get it perfect? Working on 7 golden letters now. Gets can hit with the 1-2-1. TQT Ninja on the flee right now. Down back 3-3-3. Hit him with all 3 hits. Missed with the last one. 1 hit away from closing out the round that he does with a down forward 4. Ties it up for 2 rounds apiece. Forward to start the round. Nice duck there. Too late on the punish. I believe you can only punish that with certain frames. Maybe 13 frames rather. Nice 2-2, back 2-2 there. Fakes the suicide, goes for the back turn low and gets the ender with, oh, what's he going to close it out with rather? I thought that was a match right there. Calling it a bit too early, a bit premature right there. Down forward 1. Tried to work his way back in, gets it with a jab.
Ninja taking the first match set. And we did see Fade go through with the early lead in the match, but you know, obviously TQT Ninja perhaps with more experience, you can say, in the game and with the character. Let's see. Okay, no character change there. Going straight back into it.
Into the abandoned temple, about to hear some drums. Anyone got those drums playing in the background?
Of course, one of the biggest non-wall break stages in the game. I think it is the biggest non-wall break walled stage in the game.
Wall break?
Non-wall break wall
What
stage.
about Hammerhead? Like in terms
no,
of...
that's smaller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's smaller.
Okay, I always thought it was between one of those, but it makes sense when you say this is larger in size.
It's yeah, Hammerhead is a rectangle, I think, and this is more like an octagonal sort of weird shape. But here we go.
Into the second match. As I was going to say, in the very first round and in the second round, we saw that Fade was very sharp with ducking the strings that needed to duck.
Absolutely.
In the end, TQT Ninja started mixing it up. He started getting the mids, and when Fade was just reacting to the first hit and ducking, he got punished for it.
Absolutely, and you can see that adaptation mid-match, and that is truly a sign of a good player there. Yep. But
Nice punish there. Should be able to close it out. Gets a big damage combo. Yoshi gets a lot of damage from while standing 2-1. If you end with forward 3 and you go you jump on the sword and you get like whatever mix up, it's a ton of damage, much more than people give it credit for.
And Yoshi, of course, I do believe he is considered to be more solid in this iteration of Tekken than he was in previous Tekken. Yeah. Of course, Yoshi, being known as a gimmick sort of character, now he does have a lot of good tools. And of course, giving him while staying 2-1 as a launcher, it certainly solidifies that.
No duck on the second hitter while standing 1. Nice crouch dash 2 there. TQT Ninja and Rage won't matter this round though, because Fade just takes it, ties it up at 1 apiece.
Round 3.
Okay, here we go. So again, perhaps that is a readaptation by Fade. Are we going to see perhaps Fade take out this match? Well,
and there's his beloved forward 4, gets punished for doing it. Goes for the flash. Nice duck on the last hit of the 1-2-1. You have to duck that if people are just throwing it out there. Gets a chunky combo, ends with the pinch shot 2, forward 2 rather.
Nice 30% off that while standing 2 there.
Gets a little bit get up 4. Has to work his way away from the wall. Does so with the up forward 4. Goes for the hop kick. Now in Rage. What are we going to see? Goes for the Rage shot.
No, that's not going to... He didn't bite there. Of course, TQT Ninja, knowing that he was in Rage, and chose wisely to stop there.
A lot of the time, when you have plus frames and you have a lead, what you want to do is nothing. That's what your opponent expects the least. You'll notice this in high-level play, and this is the way you confuse your opponent. You mix up the times in which you want to attack. It's how you get a lead in the mind of the opponent. And as I say that, Fade working his way back with some momentum, goes for the root kick at the end, and a nice reaction there on the duck. No punish there, it is minus 14. Yoshi can launch it with his Rage Drive, but that is quite hard to get frame perfect.
Yeah, it is. It is a wave dash motion. Oh, and there we go. TQT Ninja getting a small combo there.
Flash! Oh, and he could have closed it out. Goes for another low, and he takes it. 2-0 over Fade.
So just clarifying, that flash is guaranteed against the wall. Yes.
It is guaranteed in the open as well, but you have to be at certain ranges. So it doesn't work on some characters that are smaller, unless you're really, really close.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
I did not know that, to be honest.
When it does hit, it's a lot of damage.
Of course, like we were saying before, Yoshi isn't the most popular character, I guess, anyway, really. It's really good to see the showcase of 2 fairly competent Yoshis here in Pool C.
I believe, like, since the TWT has come up, we've started seeing the emergence of a few big-name Yoshi players. We've seen Kanan Trench from the EU, shout-outs to him. We got iMusician, who is by far the most hype Yoshi to watch. And we got Curry representing Japan. Curry plays Yoshi like no gimmicks. All solid Tekken. You watch him play and just absolutely stunning Tekken. All the whiff punishes, all the punishment, frame perfect punishment, movement, spacing. I love watching Yoshi, especially when it's such at a high level.
And you know, I guess that kind of breaks the mold. I mean, Yoshi, of course, is known for, you know, a lot of gimmicks and a lot of options. Maybe don't translate perfectly into competitive play, but that goes to show that, you know, he's got more than enough tools to play at that level as well.
Definitely. So
of course, Tekken 7 being pretty damn balanced, I would definitely say.
Oh, for sure,
pretty damn balanced. Every single character is viable, and as I tell people, I think every single character is possibly in the running to win Evo. So yeah, let's see who we've got here. We've got is that Rip?
Oh,
1P?
It's Rip.
It's Rip, yeah. So we got to see a
It's your boy Rip.
It's your boy Rip.
On the stream setup right now. Will he pick Law? I don't know if I've seen him play some Paul every now and again, but you know, Law is his go-to character.
He's very much
the character is known for legendary Law player. Been in the scene for ages. Look at those map buttons. That's quite interesting. You know, I found out a lot of the Korean players map 1+2.
Oh, really?
And they break 1+2 throws with 1+2. Sorry, the map button.
The map button.
So it's like 5 or whatever. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. The first person I noticed who did that was Kokoma. He does that, and he also uses it for Dragunov's Rage Drive and Kozumi's 1+2 for wall
it reduces the margin of error, basically.
Yeah.
And that's actually quite smart. I mean, I could never get in my head.
No.
Press tag.
Yeah, it's so...
to break a throw.
It's so out of sync for me in terms of muscle memory. Like, I just can't bring myself to do it. I've tried it, but it's so difficult.
Oh, okay, and here we go. I'm not sure who the gym player is, but you know, we've got obviously Rip with Law versus Jin and Jungle Outpost, and let's see. Okay, it's Xander. Not really.
Oh, this guy's an online player.
Okay.
I'm glad he's here for offline. He has like 5,000 wins on Jin.
Really?
He
5,000?
plays a lot of online.
In Tekken 7?
Yeah.
Wow. Where's he from, by the way? Is he
I'm not
local?
exactly sure.
Okay, well, here we go. Let's see if the online strats translate to offline strats.
Offline law versus online gym. Let's go. First round in the jungle outpost. Gets him with the down back 4. Nice movement here by Xander, even on 2P.
Oh, nice sidestep.
Oh, I believe that's what he's known for. He's known for good movement. I think someone said he plays pad.
Oh, okay.
And he has really good movement on pads. So it's admirable right there. Rip with his signature backflip.
Oh, I haven't
has
seen
an
that in a while.
admirable lead right now. Xander in rage. What's he going to do? On P1 right now. Is it uncomfortable side?
Just out of range with the 4-4-2 there. Now, yeah, like, is Xander a 2P only, machine?
I think he's good on
He's
both
legit?
sides.
Okay, good.
But like, you know,
a
a lot of players are very uncomfortable playing on 1P for Mishimas or 2P because, you know, you practice so much with them that some people only have enough time to practice on one side.
Yeah, that's true.
But Xander looking comfortable with his movement, but not in terms of his gameplay.
Yeah.
Rip has a hefty lead right now.
He's taking his match away here. Let's see what. Oh, and that's a
the signature hop kick.
That was actually a really smart thing to do in that situation. Of course, it did track to the right, the correct side, and that's why it got launched.
Yep.
But let's see Xander. I feel like he's hesitating a bit. He's just feeling Rip out. Of course, this is the first match in the set, and nicely plus 4-4.
Oh, drops the combo, goes for the punch parry. That move is safe, right? It is.
The high?
Yeah.
It's plus. It's like plus 8 or something.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's talking about, right?
Yeah, I just never see it.
Yeah.
Very uncommon. Goes for the crowd shove, gets punished for it with a down back 2-4.
And 3 rounds straight for Rip here, showing that he did come here to play.
Yep. Blowing straight into his hands. This is typical Rip. We see him do this every time.
Yeah,
trying to stay concentrated, doing his best. He did really well in that first one. Took 3 rounds straight.
Yeah, and you are right. Rip is, you know, he seems confident. I'm assuming he knows the Jin matchup quite well. And of course,
they do have a lot of good Jin players in the US. They have Run It Black.
Ah, yes,
who's a very notable player. Shout outs to Run It Black.
I see a few names in the chat at the moment. Cuddlecore and a couple of others. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Of course.
So we're in Domo de Syria now. We're in the Cathedral. Xander needs a prayer. Come back into this. Rip playing out of his mind.
And yeah, I think Xander just he just needs to work on spacing a bit and just adapt for this. Oh, that's minus 14. Yep. But Rip didn't punch that.
Nice counter hit forward there. Should get him to the wall. More at the wall. Big damage with the forward 3 and it drops it again. Rip not sharp with his DSS cancels right now. Xander has his back door. You've got to work your way out of there, and that's one way to do it with the while standing 2. Nice back on the 4-3. Drops the combo, goes for some Oki, gets punished with the while standing 2. He can close it out if he finishes the combo. Doesn't get 60% ender. Went for the unblockable, I think.
Unblockable,
yeah. Unblockable if you tech.
It depends on your, it depends on a few things, but yeah, it can be unblockable.
Yep. Xander now in rage, trying to work his way back. Doesn't go for the second hit of the 3+4 and ends it with the 1-2-3. I think that is in-law's top 3 moves. 1-2-3. It's stupid good. Minus 6 on block. The third hit is airborne, so you can't whip punish it and launch it. And it's all count NCC and it tracks well.
I didn't know about the airborne. The fact you can't punish it.
I've played like one of the best law players in Australia, and I try hop kicking with Claudio. Every time it's airborne.
That is a look at that dragon dash.
Caught him ducked, gets the while standing 2. 5 rounds straight here for Rip. Can he close it out?
And you know, it's good to see, like you were saying, it's good to see Xander coming out if he is an online player. You know, I know a lot of online-only players can be a bit intimidated by going to the first offline tournament. But you know, shout out to Xander here. He's certainly, you know, this will be a good experience for him to grow as a player as well. Rip, of course, he's been in the scene for quite a while, so you know this is like his bread and butter here.
Rip looking hella sharp right now. Gets the whiff punish on the electric with the down forward. Closes it out with the classic forward 1-4, I believe.
4-2+3.
4-2+3.
It is a one break, yeah.
That's the annoying part.
You have to break the leg, like you have to break because his left leg. It's not the arm. You have to break the leg. Is the weirdest thing. And it took me so long to get that in my head when I was playing.
Yeah, I can imagine. But 6 rounds straight for
Rip. Yeah, Mr. Repal Pabru showing again that USA is coming into play.
Offline versus online, offline greater than online, confirmed. And I'm losing my English right now. We just started the day and I can't think straight. That was the first match for Pool C on stream. A second match.
Second match, yes.
Get another match up soon. I see ZEP versus... Is this...
Oh, Zan. Who is that?
Junding?
Yeah,
Yes,
it is Junding. It's Junding versus Zep. Sydney's very own Zep.
So Uyu Junding versus a player from Sydney. This is Zed.
ZEP
Zep,
here.
sorry. He's known for his Akuma in Tekken 7, but he plays every single character. He
like,
doesn't know what he's doing on every character, but he plays every character.
It's like they say, Jack of all trades, master
exactly.
of none. I'm sorry if you're watching the replays, Zep, but you know, you're going against you know, one of Korea's most notable players. So,
to anyone that watched the 5v5 tournament last night, ZEP, OCV Team USA.
Oh, he did,
yeah, he did. With Akuma. And he dropped every combo imaginable. Because he was playing on Japanese stick, and he's a Korean stick.
Oh, okay.
But his Korean stick is too heavy because he couldn't put it on the plane. It's like 5 kilos.
Well, you got to pay the extra $20 for the extra carry-on. You know, it's worth it. Oh my god.
And ZEP repping that Battle Cat bunker T-shirt.
Yeah.
Alright, so who are we gonna see from ZEP? I'm sure we're gonna see either Eddie or Chloe from Junding. See, Junding also does the 1+2 and the 3+4.
Yeah, interesting.
3+4 for Rage Drive. I've heard that before. He does that for Rage Drive.
Okay, yeah. Well, that makes sense as well. I mean, reducing the margin of error does make sense because, you know, if you're one frame apart, technically, you could get something that you don't want, and that could cost you the match, right? So that makes a lot of sense, and it's certainly a smart thing for them to do. But you know, like I was saying, Alchemist, I can't get that in my head to press more than 4 buttons when I play Tekken.
No
you know
one
what I mean?
blames you, man.
I just can't do that.
Tekken is not a 6-button game, especially if do you use Rage Out button?
No, I use 4. Nothing.
I don't use Rage Out button either. I use 4 buttons, nothing else. Okay, so I want to say something about this matchup. If you see Eddie do his Rage Drive, Feng can get out of the Rage Drive 50-50 with back forward 1. It beats both, but it doesn't beat other options that aren't launchers.
Do nothing?
Yeah.
It doesn't beat do nothing.
No, it doesn't beat, it won't beat forward 3+4 and some other moves. But you know, it's a mind game. But you gotta keep that in your memory. Like you have it ready and get him back turn on the back roll catch. Straight perfect for Junding.
Just like that. And I can see the Feng pick making sense here. I mean, obviously Feng, he's got so many tools. He's such a versatile character. And you know, back 1+2 shoulder is always a great punisher at any point in the game.
We see a lot of people have pocket Fangs that it's never really mentioned. Nobby picked Feng against Taka at OHN last year. We saw Noroma pick Feng against against Saint Masters last year.
Right, he did.
And we saw Nee play him against JDCR at Rev Majors last year. So there's a lot of pocket Fangs. Feng, a very strong character, and a lot of people feel he's underrepresented, but I think he's played a lot, just not as a main character.
Yeah, and I kind of wonder why. I mean, you, of course, mains Feng. We have a few Feng mains in
and he's the Rage Drive, does he know it? Oh, doesn't go for the launcher. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I was just saying, Feng, you know, he certainly he deserves his spot as a main, in my opinion.
Definitely. Right now, ZEP in Rage. 5 seconds left. Goes for the running slide. It ends it with the relaxed 1-3. That move is so good. It's natural.
It's natural, I know.
And the annoying thing is, even if you block it, it's really hard to punish. You have to do a load. And a lot of characters that want to do mids have to dash and do a mid or something. Nice punish there on the QCF3. Gets the 1-2-2. Oh. Feng can't really float that, so you have to resort to something like that with the down 4 1+2. Gets the back one and a nice shoulder, a lot of damage.
Diffuses the bomb there.
Yep. Can he close it out and take a round? Nice breakdown on the 1+2 throw. Goes for the instant while standing 1-2. Hits him with the low. Backdashes out of it. Missions the second hit of the slipper kicks and closes it out with the down 4. So
that's still 2 rounds up to 1 for Junding, but let's see what Zep can do here.
Forward 4. And the guaranteed relax 4-3. Goes for the forward 4. That was a really good move, but it's risky against Eddie because if you come in with slide, you might get counter hit
and you get launched. That's right, yeah.
Oh, what is this?
Back camper to front camper low.
Could have sidestepped that and got a launch, but you know, it's hard to, he hasn't used it before, so it's hard to remember the first time. Almost gets hit with the launcher, just out of time there. Down 4-2, nice block. Down back 3, sidestep 4. Can ZEP use this rage wisely? He's got him near a wall. Nice punish from the 1-1 and a down back 2 to close it out. 3-1 in the first match.
And I think even though Zep did lose that match, I think he held his pace very well.
Yep.
You know, if there's anything that he can, I guess, kind of take away from that match is perhaps better punishment.
Yep.
You know, there were a few things that he let get away. But then again, you know, Eddie's one of those characters that, you know, he's very unpredictable in some instances. But look, we're going to Dragon's Nest for the second match. So let's see if...
I want to say that the fact that Zahn plays many characters, in this case, I think is a disadvantage to him because you have to be able to punish things correctly against Eddie. So you have to know the matchup per character. You have to know which moves hit him here, which moves slowed him when you need to, what to do in certain situations.
Yeah.
But he's sticking with Feng. I like this because he's getting familiar with the punishes, the timing and everything. Right, I would not have liked to see him switch, and this is good. So we're in Dragon's Nest, as you mentioned.
Round 1.
And let's see what Zep can do here. Trying to topple the Eddie Master Jonding. Okay.
No break there on the rodeo.
Oh, it just launches. Course forward 3. Back 2-4 into the wall. Down 2-3.
Can he close it out? And 7 golden letters. Nice, perfect there. 1 round lead right now for Junding. Looking like he's playing really well today. I think this is his first match since he started this pool. I don't know who else is in this pool, but we got a lot of matches today to get through, and you'll see and they're going to be amazing.
Got more than a few killers in this pool as well. And yeah, again, Zep's pace here is still pretty good. I mean, he let that punish. He let the was it relax 1-3? He let the punishment go in that one.
Yeah.
But he
can always shoulder.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to remember that. And speaking of the shoulder, gets it as the wall ender. No, oh, got the whiff. You know how people do throws and they whiff the animation? That's actually a tactic you can use against players.
It used to be a tactic against Paul in older games because his back 1+2 was unblockable.
Yeah. Junding trying to close it out. He goes for the mid and a nice flow. Goes for the down back 1+2. What was he doing?
Oh,
he wanted Rager. Rager is down 1+2 with Feng, I believe. Yeah, it is because his grab is down forward 1+2.
Maybe he's stuck in DR combos. That was unfortunate for Zep.
This is what I mean when ZDP plays too many characters. Nice 1-2 there. Nice shoulder ender. That move actually used to be, the sidestep 3+4 used to be -16 when Tekken 7 first came out, but they changed it to -12. It was a stealth nerf. A stealth buff.
Yeah. Okay, I always thought it was safe in Tekken 7.
It was -16 on release.
Wow, okay.
Because we always used to get 3-2. And a rage out here by Junding, Bully Bite, gets the off-kick punish. Nice patience there by ZDP.
Excellent punish there.
1-2 into the headstand. Just playing with him right now. Gets the full string on him. Can't hit. Down back 3 to get back into the round. ZDP has got a lot of work to do. Junding 1 round away from taking this match and putting ZDP in loser bracket. The sidestep 4's coming out. Goes for the it's the standing 3 out of the crouch dash.
And you can see Junding just chilling, like you were saying before. A good player will just chill. Just commentator skills, just to say that he gets hot boots.
Goes for the rage side. Oh, and the fancy
very
combo.
nice.
Goes for the Oki with the back 4 ender. Plus frames, down forward 1. Could he finish the 10th streak? Goes for the back forward 1. Can he make a comeback? And another back forward 1.
And there we go.
Hit? And the slow-mo 4. He ties it up in 2 rounds apiece. Well done by ZDP.
Good stuff.
2 consecutive back forward 1s. Relax 1-3. Nice damage there. ZDP with the low. Up forward 2 to get to the evasive properties. Could have got a whip punch with the 4-3-4. We see it there. They get
oh, wow. Yeah, nice conversion, though.
Combo on the trade. Good Oki for Junding. While standing 1. ZDP in rage. We're going to see a rage drive now, are we? Just spacing him out. Doesn't want to make too much of a risk. And ends it with the relax 1-3. Well done there by Junding. Takes it 2-0. Advances in the winner's side. We've got ZDP still in the tournament, but he's going to be on the loser's side. I wonder who's going to pick in his future matches.
Yeah, one of his 30 other characters.
Yeah, one of his 30 other characters.
And I say it literally without any exaggeration whatsoever. And we have Low-High, I think. Low-High coming up. I wonder who he's playing. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, so we do have Low-High jumping on stream. We'll see whose opponent is just
not
now.
exactly sure who his opponent is. Aloha, of course, one of the Korean internationals coming down here to Melbourne. Very, very good to see a insane turnout.
And Low-High recently won the tournament in... Where was the tournament?
I know It wasn't that
he
recent,
beat
was
Taka.
it?
He beat Taka in one of the grand finals. I'm trying to remember the name of the tournament.
It was a couple of weeks now, wasn't it? Or
It was around the month or
okay,
two
yeah,
ago.
fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
He did, yeah, I can't remember where the
And
tournament
he did well at the Korean Masters as well. He made top 8.
And chat, please correct us if you guys know which tournament Lohai won. Please chuck it on the chat. But yeah, I'm happy to see. I think he's one of the players that deserves a win. You know, his caliber of gameplay certainly is deserving there.
And that is right. Lohai did win in Hong Kong. Thank you.
It was Hong Kong. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
And Lohai, I think, one of the more enjoyable players to watch. Absolutely. He plays Shaheen and Lars and Law. All these characters at very high level. And, you know, Shaheen, not a very popular character, but we've seen a lot more Shaheen, especially out of the players out of the Philippines. We see AK and Dojin both swearing by their Shaheen picks, and they're doing really well for themselves. And every now and again, we see another Shaheen pick.
Speaking of which, we did see Dojin in, I believe it was Hong Kong as well, play Lars. Main Lars.
Yes.
The entire way, I believe.
I think he still thinks Lars is his favorite character. He wants him to be good, but it's really hard to implement.
So he's exactly like me. He's exactly like me.
You know, Lars went from being like a character in every team to being a character that's like a ghost.
Yeah.
And when he's seen, like, the crowd goes wild.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, he did deserve a bit of a nerf, but
he's still... So this is Furagon. This is one of the better lings. It's one of the better lings in Melbourne.
I have never heard of this guy.
He's an old school player. He actually won BAM too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a very long time ago.
That is 8 years ago.
Yeah,
a very long time ago. We've gone through a lot of iterations of Tekken there. So it's Furagon 23, I don't know what the number is. Maybe he's like X23, like he's the 23rd member of the Furagon clan.
So the thing is with Shaheen, he doesn't have very, very good lows against Xiao Yu to beat AOP.
Yeah. So
you sorry, very good moves. So you have to rely on those and good timing
and
with
good
down
spacing
back,
as well.
Yeah, down back 2. Down back 2 is semi-reliable, but it can whiff at certain ranges.
AOP down will actually go under that.
Sorry?
AOP down, yeah.
Exactly. That's why you got to have good timing on. And a nice little carry there. Can he close it out? Gets the back 4 ender.
2 down forward, 1 back 4.
I'm very certain Lohai knows this matchup back to front. He plays a lot of death matches with Shaheen versus some of the top players in Korea like Sodam, Weka.
I already seen him play Weka and Sodam on stream, so certainly no slouch in this department. And of course, I believe he's Emperor rank or something.
Oh, who
knows?
At
the moment, he's either Tekken King or Emperor rank in, on PC at the moment. So you know, again, probably one of the best Shaheens in the world, not the best. And we see Shaheen poking away there. Just doesn't want to play Xiao Yu's game. Of course, you don't want her to get AOP in the AOP mindset, because like you were saying, you know, Shaheen isn't the best character to counter that.
And that is actually a punish. The AOP jump to late 3, it's minus 13 minimum. It can be 13 to 16, but most people don't know that. They treat it as if it's plus. So it's very strange, but like Lohai knew there. He got the down forward 1 as a punish. Lohai playing really well, not trying to commit to too much, playing very compact right now, getting the lows when he needs to hit her out of AOP. You have to remember, Link cannot low parry, which is AOP. That's why lows are very good, especially if they track both sides. If your character doesn't have a mid that reliably hits AOP, you want to rely on lows with good timing. Lohai playing really well right now. He does have rage. Will we see a rage drive or a mind game with a down back 2? There it is right there. Just working his way into range 0 and working his way back. No break on the throw.
No break on the AOP throw. And that's first round for Furagon. Now, yeah, I'm really liking Lohai's pace here. You can see he's just very, very patient. And like you were saying, Alchemist, doesn't have to commit. You know, if he's in the lead, he can let Link come to him. And there we go. Perfect whip punish on the side step 4. A bit too far there. Of course, this is one of the biggest non-wall
and the low parry
stages
with the
in the game.
Timing and the down back 3 to end it. I was going to say, and he did finish it with down back 3. The second hit of down back 3-4 does so much more damage than you expect it to do. If you do it on a standing opponent, I think it does like 40-something damage.
Really?
The string.
Oh,
it's a chunk of damage, and even in combos, it does a lot of damage. It's like Brian's quarter circle forward 2-1. Like, you don't expect it to do as much damage as it does. And I believe they have to change stage. Someone's gonna
it's TWT rules state that you do have to change the stage after every single match. So we're gonna see a stage select very, very soon.
I'm unfamiliar with the rules, it seems.
And it is in event mode, so you cannot press start. So Lohai's just gonna have to kill
Round 2.
Foragon here.
Fight.
Yeah, but like I was saying, I think Loha is too familiar with this matchup, but I don't feel like Foragon was using a lot of the tools at his disposal. He wasn't using forward 3 into back turn a lot. The well-timed while standing to choose your neutral to get a Lord.
Omac81 says, yeah, I get your pun. Yes, it is a low-high string. Yes, I'll give you that one. That was good. That was good. Living up to his name, playing characters with only low-high strings.
Alright, so now we should be going to a stage select, and we got a G Corp helipad. Daytime.
Don't really like this stage, to be honest. I think it's a very awkward stage to
It's
fight.
a really awkward stage. I've seen so many people get screwed over because of the walls, wall breaks, side walls, and everything. But you have to be familiar with every stage. You have to.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to know every stage where the walls are. And what I find is I look at cues in the background to tell me where I am and how far I am from the wall.
A lot of people do.
Yeah. So I don't know, like, I don't really know this one. I play last, so its wall carry is insane anyway, so if the wall's not broken, I know I can get you to the other side. So that's me.
Wall to wall every time.
Yeah, every time with last. So
it's like Eliza, when I play Eliza, always wall to wall,
yeah.
the right combos. And a nice, well-timed back one. Back one is a really good move because even if it's a block, it leaves you at a distance where there's still a mind game for you. Similar to Paul's quarter circle back one. And it's a counter launcher and it's safe. Really good move.
Nice.
And a nice
I'll punish for the side step 3 there. Showing Foragon he can't just throw things out and hope for them to hit. And yeah, just like that, Shaheen's up one round to nothing here.
And there's the forward 3s that I think you should be using a lot more. Nice punch, good punish there with the low. That's very unexpected because he recovered in time, but Loha knew he'd probably be blocking. Comes in with a low, tries to start his offense, and now has Foragon use it back to the wall.
I was just going to make a comment there. You saw Ling did a down back 4 and, sorry,
down 4.
Down 4. Shaheen did a down 4 and Ling did a while standing 4 and it's pretty weird. And that is actually a thing with Shaheen. He does that with his full crash 3 as well.
Yes.
And it's pretty insane to know that you're deliberately making them block a punishable move so they can miss the punish. Yeah, that was...
Also the 50-50. This is going to be big damage, especially with Ling in rage now. Goes for the back there 50-50. Is the rage drive going to come out? No, it doesn't. Stuffs him, offense.
You know,
straight out of there.
Foragon probably was a bit scared because, you know, obviously it was parried by Loha in the last match, so you know, just trying to mix it up there. Nice.
I think that's why he went for the mid this time. He went for the back turn forward 3+4. But I don't think that was a great option because he just fuzzy guard that.
Yeah, that's
quite easy to see. Nice ender there with the last standing 3-3. Foragon will be back to the wall. Nice punish on the side step 4. Gets the plus frames with the back 3. Foragon does have rage. He's still working way back in. Ducks the throw mix up. Closes it out.
And does the low high at the end. Thank you low high for doing that.
6 straight rounds, wasn't it, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Ling won a round.
Oh, okay.
In the last match. I was gonna say, I wonder if low high, if he knows he's gonna kill, if he does that string every single time because he's low high.
It's the mind game.
That's good. I love that.
This is who I am.
So the knee must always finish for the knee?
Oh yeah, maybe.
So what, Brian has no low knees, so he can never do a low.
He actually won one of the matches against Wreck Daddy early on stream.
I did see that.
Forward 3.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
oh, well, there you go. You should have expected that. Yeah. Living up to his name.
Living up to the law. So we should get another matchup soon on stream. You know, I'm very much looking forward to having all these players that I haven't seen play in international matches before. Like, we got Kagemaru here. He played earlier. I don't think I've seen him play outside of Japan before. I can't think of a tournament where he played outside of Japan.
He doesn't travel. He's... no. Like, yeah, every single tournament I've seen him, is it Master Cup, EVA Japan, like, it's only Japan.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
And we have a crowd favorite here today. We got Rangchu who was playing earlier.
Ooh, I wonder if he's going to play Bears again.
He already played.
Oh, he already played?
Yeah, he's on loser's side, top 32. He lost to Ulsan. Very close back.
That's always going to be hard. Ulsan, of course, one of the better Kazumis out there.
Yep. For those who don't know, Rangchu was originally a Ling player. He was one of the best Lings in 7.0. But he also plays a lot of characters. And right now he's maining Bears, obviously. plays Bears, a bit of Shaheen every now and again. Another Shaheen player right there, Taka Shaheen, as we were talking about earlier. He brought it out at the Korean Masters. He's really making a name for himself.
Oh, I wonder if it's, I guess, remnants of 7.0, you know, when Shaheen was
top tier?
Yeah,
everyone
top
played
tier.
a Shaheen?
Everyone had a pocket Shaheen.
Everyone had a pocket Shaheen?
So all you needed to do was get a launch to do the combo. 50%, right?
For those who didn't play or didn't watch 7.0 Tekken, like the original arcade build, Shaheen was the best character in the game. His down forward 2 led to like 60% combo. His war combos were ridiculous. He was such a good character.
Wall break was 60% plus, yeah.
He wasn't broken, but he was just like the best character by far.
Yeah. But the thing is, he wasn't like hard to use or anything. It was literally one combo.
Yeah.
Or against the wall, you press the button again.
Yeah, his wall combo was also his, his wall combo was also his open ground game ender, or whatever.
It was ridiculous, and it was unscaled as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, grounded damage was different in 7.0.
Yeah. I think, we have Aiken. We have Aiken coming. He's one of Melbourne's locals. Of course, a Kazuya-only player, character loyalist.
Aiken actually has been doing some traveling every now and again. He went to a few tournaments last year. I think he went to one in...
US?
US? Was it Strong Style? I think it was Strong Style.
I think it was Strong Style, yes.
He went to Strong Style. He played at, I think, Tiger Uppercut.
Yeah, so he's Thai.
Yeah, he's Thai, so he went for Tiger. And there was one more tournament that... Oh, the Hong Kong tournament. He was at the Hong Kong tournament.
Oh, he was at Beast?
Yes, he was there too. So he's been doing a bit of traveling, trying to improve as a player. When he was in the US, he played a lot of online, and I think he reached Mighty Ruler, Repeat Ruler.
Yeah, he did
so
pretty well.
He played a lot of the better players. I don't know who he was playing against, but I know he said he ran into a few of the big names online. Got a lot of experience against them. And we got Taka, one of the most consistent players in Tekken 7. Jumping on stream versus Aiken. Taka, a beast on Kazumi.
It's going to be a hard match for Aiken. I mean, Aiken traditionally is... how do we put this lightly? A two-player preferred Kazuya.
He prefers 2P, but he's been putting a lot of work to improve on PY. He's doing a lot to improve overall. But I want to say this, that something interesting I figured out when I was in Japan for EVO Japan, I talked to a lot of the Japanese players and asked their opinions on the Japanese scene, who they think the better players are, who they think has the most potential, and almost everyone would say the top 3 in Japan was Take, Taisei, and Norma. That's not the correct order, but those are just the names that were always thrown out. So a lot of people put Taka in high regard. They know he's an amazing player, and he shows it time and time again at tournaments. Making the grand finals in Hong Kong when he lost to Lohai. He forced Lohai to switch to Law, which is a character you don't see Lohai pick that often in tournament. Such a good player. Like every time you see him in tournament, he knows what he's doing. He makes top 8. He's doing a lot of work with Kazumi. He used to be a Brian player, but we see him sticking to Kazumi only these days.
And for good reason too. Kazumi is a very good character.
Very strong character.
Very efficient.
Yep.
Very efficient character.
I was versing Ulsan yesterday and watching him play. I was listening to Kazumi Mirror and watching him play Kazumi in such a way that was absolutely stunning. Like no hard reads, no commitments, just wait for the right time and attack. And it taught me a lot. But yeah, I like watching every kind of Kazumi to see how they play. So here we are in the Violet Systems. We've seen this stage a few times before. Kazumi versus Kazuya. One thing to note is that Kazuya can obviously launch Buddish. Kazumi's down forward 1-2. So Kazumi players have to keep that in mind. They got to change the timing, do down forward 1. See if the Kazuya is being greedy after down forward 1 on block. If they're waiting for the second hit and they want to launch it. If that is the case, you can probably get in a free low a few times, and then you got to work your way in with mind game. Aiken with a strong lead right now. Taka in rage. Will we see a rage drop come out? That's sort of running 1-2 to stuff his approach. On the wall splat, just too low, gets the counter hit, can he close it out? 3 and a down 3 to close it out. Taka works his way back in with a sliver of health left.
That was actually a really, really good showing from Taka. You know, he came back from the brink of death there. Choosing, of course, he did back 1+2, and that actually saved him. So
Aiken fishing for the down forward 2 counter hit. Aiken known for hitting with the perfect electric very consistently. Aiken playing again really well in this round. Has a good lead. Will Taka make another miraculous comeback? He does have range. Goes for the 1-2-4. Such an old string. Get it? It's so... It's so unreliable. It's like high-level matches, people low parry, but he gets it there somehow.
Because no one expects you to do the scrubbiest thing ever.
Always expect the unexpected.
And sometimes the scrubbiest thing is the smartest thing you can possibly do.
And you see how Taka is testing Aiken down forward 1 there. Gets the counter hit 4.
Nice, perfect.
Thought that was the time he wanted to go in, and finally gets a wake up twin pistons.
Oh, I'm loving how Aiken's playing at the moment because he's throwing these things out that obviously people can say is a bit less high level, quote unquote. But if it's working, it works.
Can you see how Taka is fuzzy guarding electric approach? He's ducking slightly and then he jabs to punish. Like if he delays the timing of the electric, he'll get his offense started with 1-1 or 1-2 or something. So if he ducks it, he's gonna get a 1-1 punish. A 1-1-2, sorry. Taka has Aiken with his back to the wall, down back 4, gets the counter.
Doesn't get the launch
his chance to show off for the stream. Nice duck there, gets the 1 steady 1-2, goes for the low get up kick. Nice low parry by Aiken, drops the combo, still gets decent damage with the electric. And the insta 1 steady 2, goes for the rage drive. Can he close it out? Ties up 2 rounds apiece.
Look at that. Perfect while standing to punish there.
And there's the international experience coming in for Aiken. Blocks the forward 4. Nice sidestep with the electric there. Gets the counter hit 4. Goes for this 57 damage combo. Kazumi does have a 1 stronger combo than that, but you don't have to do it for the 1 damage. That one's slightly easier. Running 2. Aiken with rage down. Breaks the 1+2 throw. Goes for the electric. Tries to whip punish with the 1-1-2. Just throwing at the electric, hoping for a 50% combo. Trying to work his way back in. And a down 3 to close it out.
So that was quite a good, quite a close match actually.
Very
except
close.
for the last round. I mean, Aiken is known for gambling a lot, and it's good to see him playing a bit more solid.
Yeah, I think he got too trigger happy with electrics at the end of the round. When he's low on health, I think his goal is I want to get a big combo with my rage,
launch,
try and work my way back in. It becomes predictable, especially against these players that are have seen everything. Like they know what you want to do. When they're on a big life lead, they don't want to take too many risks. They'll wait for you to make a mistake. They'll close out the round. Take did just that. Aiken has to change up his strategy when he's on low life, because that's what he's struggling the most.
He's certainly changed up his outfit, so let's see if that translates to a win this match.
Did he go for the purple suit?
He went for the purple suit.
The fresh purple suit.
The fresh.
So we're in Brimstone and Fire.
Kazumi stage.
This is Kazumi stage, right?
In 7.0, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought that was Devil's Pit. It is Devil's Pit.
It became orange, so it became Devil's Pit in FR.
Alright.
But it was red in 7.0.
Alright, I'm out of touch.
I know too much useless information there. Okay, so let's see how Aiken can perhaps adjust and even perhaps take a match here.
Sidestep 3. Very, very good move for Kazuya. It is safe, but you can step it. It is quite linear. You have to sidestep left and do 3 to get a combo from it. That's what most people don't know.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. So, but Aiken very familiar with that, obviously, a Kazuya loyalist. Nice whip punish there with the 1-1-2. Caught him ducking, gets the forward 4. It'll be a big damage combo. Just too close to the wall to finish it.
You're talking about that fuzzy, and that was the fuzzy right there.
He just did it there again.
Yeah, exactly.
And a down forward 1 to close it out.
So
when Kazuya has his back to the wall, you could just check it with down forward 1s. Keep checking, see if he's waiting for the launch. Taka very, very smart with these. When he wants to commit, he knows what he wants to do. And it's just like a safe, compact poke. Just like that. Nice step there, but can't be punished. Just out of range for the insta while standing 2.
Nice, perfect punish there.
Max damage combo right now. Goes for the Tiger uppercut with Sagat in the house. Down back 4. Interrupts another down back 4. Now in rage, goes for down back 2. I think that was insta while standing 2. Goes for the rage drive into the electric with the plus frames. Taking advantage of him when he can. Another electric coming out and running 3 for those plus frames. I think he's done 6 moves in a row that left him with the plus frames. Goes for the stomp just out of range. That might have been able to close it out. And he's down forward 1 into down back 4. Ties it up for 1 round apiece.
Nice down back 4 there. So Aiken, he's playing a bit differently. Don't you think? Oh, nice parry, just as I say that.
Yeah, really good timing on the parry. Just waited for it. Nice 1-1-2 there. After down back 4, 1-1-2 tracks to both ways.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that when we were in Japan.
So a lot of people don't know that, so they step right, thinking the down forward one's coming out. Oh, drops the combo! Off access to the wall, and the 1+2.
Up forward 2 there.
Oh,
and double hell sweep.
No respect. Takes a 1-round lead over Taka. Aiken actually got 2 rounds in both matches so far, so you know this is closer than you expected.
Even though the scoreboard might favor Taka, you can definitely see Aiken putting in work here. And down forward 1-4-2, you catches Taka there.
Oh, and finally commits to the second hit, gets it when he needs it.
Oh, while
standing
standing
too. The fix-up is working right now. Can Aiken close it out? Has Taka with his back to the wall, goes for the slide, toe kick to get some pressure back in there, running kick to get from us frames, goes for the power crush. We see a rage drive from Kazumi. 1-1-2, can Aiken close it out? Goes for the forward 4. We see
here come the hyenas.
Close it out with the sidestep 3-2 to the Tiger. 2 rounds apiece right now. So, back roll catch, gets the counter hit.
Perfect distance to the wall,
Big
max
wall
damage. Yep, there we go.
Goes for the max damage instead of the Oki, I like it. Very close to closing it out. Gets the upward 3 and a 7 golden letters for Aiken.
That was perfect.
Ties it up at 1-1. Interesting fact about Aiken. He represents Australia, but he was born in New Zealand and he's Thai. So he has 3 citizenships.
So he's Mr. Worldwide, basically. So we've got Waller stage here.
Yep. You know, I think Aiken, I think what Aiken did in that match was he was playing more 50-50. If Taka is playing all these defense, waiting for you to whiff, waiting for you to do an electric edge, what's the fuzzy guard and get a punish, Aiken just got to commit to that 50-50. He did it there, got so much damage from hell sweeps and instant while standing 2s. Because he saw that Taka was just trying to fuzzy guard.
That's the Aiken special, you know, like Aiken is the king of 50-50. I mean...
oh, not king. Have you seen Chucksay play?
No, oh, well, yeah, yes I have, but Aiken... Aiken, like, just does hell sweeps. Sometimes.
And a nice carry down that 4 there. Gets the float with the insta while standing 4. Electric Ender. The Electric Ender leaves you like pretty good Oki. You can come in, wave dash mix up.
Oh,
and a
look
nice
at that punish.
Goes for the rage drive combo. Electric Ender again, and he does. What's he going to do? Goes for the first hit at the hell sweep. Taka in rage, floats him out.
Unlucky. That's unlucky there. You see a Tiger just headbutting Kazoo on the other end of the screen. And this stage is favorable towards Kazumi because, you know, she's got a great backdash, she's got great zoning tools, there's no corner to potentially back yourself into.
Both characters do have a very scary wall game though. Kazuya has that fast unblockable you have to worry about every now and again. When people throw it out, you just have to be ready. A nice frame perfect punish there on the downfall 2. He expected it. Sidestep on the sidestep 3 and gets downfall 1-2 punish and 7 golden letters for Taka. Taka taking this one clean off Aiken right now. 2 straight rounds. Looks like the no walls are really working out for Gumi, as you said.
Yeah, definitely.
Aiken backdash his way out of there, trying to get a counter hit electric or something. And there it is, but it's a trade in neither player's favor. One for the counter hit 4. Expecting him to come in with something, trying to get a counter hit for keep out state. And there's the fuzzy guard, punches with the 1-1-2. Then he closes it out, 1 hit away, goes for the slide. Aiken expects it, blocks it, gets a combo. I think that was the rage drive. He wanted to go devil form and he wanted to get some 50-50 there. Nice handshake there, close match. But Taka just takes it in the end.
A very entertaining match, and you know, of course we've got all these killers right here, but you know, I'm really hoping that we can see some local talent have to get some upsets. Like
we actually did see an upset earlier.
Oh yeah?
Chand NY beat you on stream.
Oh really?
Yes. And he's on winner's side, top 32 now.
Excellent. Well, I mean, Chand NY is very highly regarded, especially in Australia, so certainly that's, yeah, well, I'm happy to hear that.
you probably weren't here, but if, and also anyone that wasn't in chat, there was a match at the start of the stream, maybe like the first pool, where it was Dimeback versus Australia's own Dion Gray, and it came down to the very last round, very last pixel of health for both players. Dion with Jack went for the debugger, the blue debugger, back 3 with Asuka. Perfect timing, it was so close, but it was such a clutch move there.
And we've got Lohai coming up. Who's he playing? Is that Ulsan?
No, Ulsan's not in this pool. He's already made it out. He's in top 32.
Who
Oh,
is
this is
that?
Coronavo, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, this is
it is
Coronavo. Okay,
Okay,
so
excellent.
this is arguably New Zealand's best player. He's
We've
a
heard a lot
Korean
about
player,
him.
but he lives in New Zealand.
So technically, he's also Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah,
so.
he plays almost every character as well. He's really good with his mains are Shaheen, Dragunov, Kazumi, and Devil Jin, I believe. He picks them up depending on the matchup, how he feels comfortable. But you know, you're going up against Lohai, you gotta be ready for anything because he plays Shaheen as well. So you know, you don't want to play the Shaheen mirror against the Shaheen god himself.
That's very dangerous. That's certainly a recipe for disaster. I am very interested. Is he going to play Dragunov? Because Lohai has a great Dragunov. He's got an amazing
Well, Lohai
Dragunov.
has a great everything, doesn't he?
Yeah, he
Maybe
does.
some characters he plays poorly, but he plays them at a level that, you know, is acceptable, or more than acceptable. But, you know, maybe not tournament level. But I think Lohai obviously going to stick to his guns, going to go with the Shaheen pick. You know, might see a Law, might see a Lars, throw him off guard. But, you know, I'm more interested to see who Coronavo goes with because, like I say, he plays a lot of characters. And the instant lock on the Shaheen there. So we're going to stick Shaheen versus Dragunov. Sticky to old reliable with Dragunov. One of the best characters in the game. You know, some people have him as the best character in the game. Some people have the top 3. Regardless, it's widely accepted that he's a great character.
He's no worse than third worst.
Sorry?
He's no worse than third worst.
No.
Third best in the game, basically.
Very, very strong character.
I would say, in my opinion, I think he is the best. But
I think he's the best too.
Yeah.
But you know, it always comes down to opinion. Everyone has their own opinion.
Absolutely. And you know, Tekken 7 being very, very balanced means that you're going to have a lot of opinions out there. So and a lot of them are valid, I might add. So.
We're here in everyone's favorite stage, G-Corp Helipad Nighttime. Get your earphones on full blast. We're about to see some killer music.
Some killer dubstep.
Can I get some kappa in the chat for my remark?
All right, here we go. So we've got Lohai and Shaheen versus Coronavo on Dragunov.
Both plays starting out patiently, comes in with a jab, wants to start his offense, but doesn't want to overcommit. Down 3 right now, trying to get his pressure in there. Back dashes, but no launch punish. Nice punish there on the down 2 with the while standing 3-3. Frame perfect, but you know, you always got to be ready. Comes in with the 4-1, expecting a while running 2 maybe, trying to play keep out. The thing with Dragunov is while running 2 comes out really quickly and the animation is deceptive. But if you're ahead, if you're sharp, you can get a down 4-2 or a can hit 4 to knock him out of it. You know, just with good timing. Coronavo, can he get a wall break? Can he get a screw? And he does. Sliding off axis so it doesn't convert into a full combo. Still has rage now. Lohai with his back to the wall, goes for the rage drive, plus frames, and the backswing blow. Wall screws him over, plus frames, and the low high signature Kimchi Rager.
The Kimchi Rager? You're gonna have to explain that one to me.
The law is because kimchi is salty, and so you do a rage out when you're salty, and thus it's
like a
kimchi
Kimchi
rage out.
Okay, I get that.
I love it. Been hearing it for years, and I never get over it.
Salty Kimchi Rager.
And the counter hit down 2, tries to sidestep the down forward 1, doesn't get it. Does track to that direction. Slide mix up coming out, gets the get up 4 in him. Playing at a range where he might come in with the while running 2. Nice punish there on the hop kick. Went for the 4-1 on minus
nice
stage.
punish.
And
the fuzzy guard
that was
punish,
absolutely beautiful. He could have got a while stage 2, but he wanted the fuzzy guard. That was perfect done. Lohai very good with these fuzzy guards. He knows that fuzzy guard forward, pulse forward 2-1 or 2 just frame 1 series. A lab monster, if you will. And now with a 1-1 round tie between the players, both players, you know, playing really well right now, but neither player with too much momentum. Lohai trying to make these big reads on the while running 2s, and we finally see one there. Gets the up
Gets to the wall as well. Oh, he
doesn't.
doesn't.
Combo, you know, maybe unfamiliar with the side wall, maybe just uncomfortable with committing to too much. Doesn't want to get launched. Plus frames with the while running 2. Another down 2. You know, one of the scariest moves in the game. You know, a lot of the time when you're expecting it, it's still scary because he has other tools to keep you from ducking. Nice break on the 1+2 throw there. Back 3. Well, you get a step and a nice sidestep fuzzy guard.
That's punishable. He wanted running 2 there.
He wanted running 2.
Yeah.
It's one of the annoying misinputs you can get with Dragunov. You know, there are a few, but that's one of them, and that's quite annoying. And we're in the final round of the Helipad Nighttime, so, you know, the music comes out. Nice duck there on the jab series. He doesn't want to commit to, like you can see Coronavo now in the same seat that Lohai was in the first round. Doesn't want to commit to too much. Just, you know, doing the first hit of the strings, just trying to see what he can get. If Lohai will fall for a counter hit, because Lohai does have his back to the wall now. Any big hit can, you know, bring Coronavo back to the game. And Lohai just playing so aggressively
all
right
these
now.
pokes adding up. Look at that.
He wants to stuff the rage drive. He doesn't want to block a rage drive. He's just trying to stop it from coming out. And, you know, Coronavo recognizes this. Would he take the chance, whiffs the up forward 4 and a nice punish there with the down forward 1. You could tell that Lohai played at a close range. He doesn't want to block any more down forward 1s. He doesn't want to deal with down 2 on hit. He doesn't want to deal with any rage drive. He just used good timing, good judgment. You know, stuffs every kind of offensive rhythm that Coronavo wanted to start up there.
And that is very smart against Dragunov, because you know, his only plus range, well, back 1+2, and running 2, and you know, if you give him more space, then he's only got back 1+2, which is not a great move. Just chuck out randomly.
You have to remember that running 2 and down 2, they're not very fast. Like, they're 18 plus frames. So, and they're like the tools Dragunov wants to use. If you're playing with good timing, staying at plus frames with your pokes when they're on hit, or like choosing to attack at the right time, even on block, you can keep Dragunov from using the moves he wants to do. He has to resort to moves that he doesn't want to do. But you know, like, he can get his offense started with moves like quicker moves, like a 14 frame down back 2 or a down forward 1 or a down forward 4. But Coronavo showing that he doesn't want to use these moves. He wants to stick with the old classic with the while running 2 and the down 4. Oh, down 2 rather.
Down 2, yeah. Down 2. Even though it is 0 on hit, it's such a beast of a move, isn't it?
Because it has a mind game. You can just backdash, down forward 2, you can sidestep, you can do a crouch jab to beat everything the opponent does unless they crouch jab, but then they can do up forward 4 to beat your crouch jab. Such a diverse mind game after it. There's so much that can happen.
Absolutely, and we're going to the geometric lane.
Nice cannon. That combo does whiff sometimes, but it is the best combo you can get if you just want to do a 4. If you just want to do 4. Nice step at the down forward. And Lohai playing the same way he did last round, just aggressively.
Just jabbing. Like, look at the short range.
Oh, pokes. You have to know, Shaheen does not jab. He throat thrusts. Look at those hands.
That's a great way to break your fingers as well when if you're in an actual fight.
Okay, now Lohai slowing things down. He does have rage. And a nice hit with the quarter circle forward 1. Caught him coming in. Playing keep out with that move. Gets the hit on it.
There you go.
You know, the moment Lohai started playing slower, he lost that round. It's interesting to note. Drops the combo.
Nice minus 13 punish as well. Yeah, and I think you are right. If you're giving Dragunov space, then you're letting yourself open to potential running 2s, you know, down 2s, you know, that's something that we all know and love from Dragunov. And you see Coronavo here, he's trying to back away. He's trying to make some space.
Doesn't go for the second. He's been doing back 4 on its own a lot. You know, you can maybe throw out back 4-2, leave out the last hit, try and see what your opponent's ducking, get that free damage. But Lohai not ducking, not falling for anything right now. But Coronavo does have a 1-round lead and a nice launch punish there. Can he close it out? Delays the last hit for that 60% force pad damage.
Blocks the toe kick as well.
Yeah.
Very smart.
You have to be ready for everything. You know, a lot of people do is when they eat toe kick, like when they get hit by it, they'll approach you. So in this case, Drag might do a running 2. So you can be ready to step it or do something. But at the wall, it's very hard.
Rager.
Yeah, or Kimchi Rager.
Perfect time for a Kimchi Rager.
And a nice down 2. We got players on the opposite side that they started on. Coronavo not committing to too much right now. Oh, there's the nice punish and the hop kick with the jab. Very interesting. That's not something you see every day. Plus frame doesn't do a lot with it. Went for the 1 throw.
One more thing with oh, that's nice kind of hit there. One more thing with Lohai. You can see he's challenging the plus frames. He's making it so that, you know, I'm not afraid.
Yeah,
to press buttons.
He wants to be unpredictable. You have to be. And a nice duck there. Nice. Coronavo 3 rounds straight over Lohai. Looks like the stage change really did a lot for him. It wasn't like in the music in the nighttime stage.
No, no one likes the dubstep in that stage. I think the dubstep was really throwing him off there.
He prefers house music, or like the trance music in the background.
He prefers, yeah, the chill-out tunes.
Lohai looking puzzled right now. Will we see a character select? Or did they go stage select? I didn't see.
He went character.
He went character select.
Lars, he's going to pick a Lars? Ooh, I'm going to beat you in your own game.
A Sergey mirror.
Here we go.
Who in a million years thought it was going to be a Dragunov mirror? Dragunov's worst matchup is Dragunov himself.
Is it really?
I don't know.
Because in Street Fighter 4, that's actually true for some characters.
Yeah. I remember one of the top Asuka players in the world, I think it was Amoeba, said Asuka's third worst matchup is Asuka, but she has the Asuka on P2 is always favored because she can step after down back 3 and after down back 3 on hit to avoid another down back 3 and a down forward 1.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting.
Asuka is Asuka's third worst match. That is hilarious.
See, to me, I can't comprehend something like that. I'm not that good of a player, but these guys, you know, they know. They're committed to their craft. They play their characters. They know like almost everything about it.
Well, I mean, in Street Fighter 4, I mean, Abel is one of Abel's hardest matchups.
I don't know,
because he can't. He gets in, but he can't get out. Like easily, so it's kind of like that. So.
So in the final match, you know, Lohai lost 3 rounds straight. He's got to do a lot. Otherwise, going to go down to the losers bracket.
And they're both wearing the FR jackets.
We're going to see a lot of wild running too. We're going to see a lot of down two. You guys know how Dragunov mirrors go. And the counter hit there, plus 13 to 14 frames. Such a, you know, scary addition. Some people say it wasn't needed. Doesn't. You can get a full combo from up forward 4 with the down 3-4. No, down 3-4.
Oh, down.
In the open.
Oh, really?
Floor breaks
in this stage, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Neither player knows, but Lohai knows that tech.
Oh, Lohai definitely knows that, I would say.
Drops the combo, though. And so many players just throwing out these up forward.
Oh, nice.
No break on the 1+2 throw there. Coronavo playing out of his mind. Takes a 1-round lead over Lohai. And finally takes the lead in the set.
Are we about to see an upset here, Alchemist?
This is 4 rounds straight right now.
Yeah, at the moment.
Maybe this Dragunov pick for Lohai wasn't the right thing to do. You know, you want to get that 1+2 throw because it does floor break and it does lead to a full combo. And you know, even if it didn't floor break, it's one of the best throws in the game. You get a guaranteed down 4.
Even if it is scale as well, you know.
Interesting to note is the down 4 is guaranteed on every single character in the game except Dragunov. So the Dragunov, if you get hit by Dragunov's 1+2 throw, you hold back and he gets out of the guaranteed back down 4.
That is very interesting.
Look at Coronavo go. Has Lohai now in rage. Goes for the back one. That is -10, but you know, you got to be weary of the second hit. Down back 2, checking him with it. Goes for these mids. The insta-wall standing 1. Nice punish on the low. Gets plus from to the 1 and 2. Drags him all the way to the wall. No duck on the second hit. Fuzzy guard. And a 2-1.
Nah, he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah. Oh, 1 round away. 5 rounds straight for
New Zealand
right now.
Oh, New Zealand is hype at the moment. I can hear the chants in the crowd.
No punish there on the down 4.
Here we go, the wall break. Here comes the floor break, I mean.
Back 4-3.
Back 4.
There is another combo where you do forward 4-4-3 and it realigns somehow. I don't remember the full combo. Going for the up forward 4. Once another floor break rather. Jabs him out of there. All these up forward 4s. You know, that's a move you gotta. It's very, very valuable in this matchup at this stage. Finally uses those plus frames to get the rage drive. And hits him out of the power rush. You need 8 frames for your power
armor
crush
to be active. That's
average.
correct, yes.
There are some characters who are different, like Feng. He has a really weird power crush.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's on average 8 frames of armor for your armor to start up.
He's not. One thing that Coronavo does a lot is while setting full punish on the down 3, where you get while setting 1-3.
Yes, which is a very strong punish.
Yes, excellent punish. Yeah.
You know, Dragunov has 3 while standing 4-frame punishes. No other character has that in the game. Both players that are around at about half life right now, who's going to go into rage first? You know, it's going to be very valuable here because you want those plus frames, you want the mix-up. If you have rage, your opponent expects that you want to do rage. You just come in and do a low and gets the judo chop straight to the neck. Can he close it out? Goes to the ender with the 3-2. Gets hit for the second hit. Could have ducked it and could have taken the match.
That's quite lucky. And here we go.
You know, it's tournament nerves.
This is match point for both players. It's 1-1.
Final round right now.
Yeah. Going down to the final. Oh, wow.
Went from 5 straight rounds for Coronavo, and Lohai working his way back in with 2 straight rounds right now. Nice sidestep on the while standing 4. Down 1, that is 0 on block. You know, there's always the frame
crouch, yes,
yep.
Of course.
Coronavo losing in the neutral battle. Has to do something to work his way back in. Down 2.
Punish that. Oh, not the best punish, but at least he got something there. Just trading
running plus frames right now. Nice. Could have gotten a better with punish. Still decent damage. He has to work away back in.
That's it.
And a nice punish there. Coronavo almost had it. He played really, really well. I'm sure that was much better than anyone expected him to do against Lohai, who's, you know, been performing really well in recent tournaments.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, New Zealand's got to be happy with that. You know, showing that, you know, although he didn't quite get there, he came pretty damn close. So, yeah, shout outs to Coronavo, doing really, really well there, and showing that, you know, the Koreans do have to try.
And he is still in the tournament. He's not out.
Yeah, he loses.
We might see him again on stream later. He's on losers bracket right now. So we got another match coming up for you. We got him quick and ready. We got another one coming up. I think it's Rahmi, who's also a TO for this tournament, actually. He did some commentary for you guys earlier. I hope you guys enjoyed it. He's a great commentator.
Who's he playing? I'm not sure I know who that is.
It's Gora?
Oh, that is Gora.
Yeah. Okay. So it's going to be Rahmi versus Gora. Gora, as you guys know, came third at EVO Japan, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Used
yeah. It was Chanel, was Nee Chanel.
Yeah, Gora.
Gora?
Yeah. A lot of people have been saying Geese is a sleeper pick, like one of the top characters in the game, top 10, maybe top 5. A lot of the Koreans have been saying that. You could see like Kokomo on his stream recently has been playing a lot of Geese. He's already Emperor with like 240 wins, versing the best players in the world. So, you know, that speaks for itself.
Definitely a very, very valid pick. Yeah.
If you're unfamiliar with the character, he's going to mess with your mind because he has a safe power crush where it's a high, but there's a mix-up to it which has a mid-ender. That's minus 14. But if you don't know the frames,
it's
it
may
as well be safe.
Yeah, pretty much. I have to say, so we've got Ulsan, we've got Coronavo, and we've got Gora. They all are wearing the exact same colors, and they have like the exact same glasses. So
and the same haircut.
And the same haircut. So from afar, that's why we had Coronavo, and I had I was looking at Gora going, and I'm like, am I seeing W? So yeah, it's just a fun fact for those of you playing at home. So Rahmi is going to be playing Gora.
Rahmi is a Eddie player.
Yeah,
he plays Eddie. He plays
and
Lucky
Chloe.
Yeah.
Just like John Ding, really.
He's a John Ding fan.
I think they're sorting out some.
I think they're doing a coin flip for P1 or something.
No, I think Rahmi's I think he's helping him with stick. Well, Rahmi, like you said, he is a TO here, so yeah, there we go. I just needed to get the stick plugged in properly.
So Gora obviously has the ability to perform well in tournaments. He's a Geese player. He plays like a lot of characters. His main character used to be Lily. He was known for his Lily. In Tekken 7,
he's played Leo as well.
Yeah, he's played Leo, he's played Lily. He played a lot of Lily at EVO Japan, but I believe yesterday when someone was talking to him and asking the question, he said he's going to play more Geese and Leo. Feels they're better for tournament and overall just a bit stronger. So, I don't know. It's his choice, obviously, but, you know, he can perform well regardless. He's a legacy player. He's been playing since Tekken 6 at least. He was, like, the best Lily player at Tekken 6.
Yeah, and gee, yeah, I gotta be honest, I wasn't really familiar with Gora until 7, but he's certainly...
A lot of people don't know because not many people used to watch, Tekken on YouTube back when it was 6 or VR.
And there was no Twitch back then.
Yeah, there was...
So it was a lot harder to find content.
So you'd have to watch YouTube and you've got to watch like some other streaming platform that most people maybe didn't know about. But there's still videos on the internet where you could watch Gora playing at Tekken Crash or Tekken 6 or Tekken 6 VR or like all these legendary players.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he locked in. Oh, he hasn't locked in.
He hasn't locked,
so we have seen Rahmi lock in the Eddie pick. He played this Eddie pick in the 5v5 tournament yesterday. He was on Team USA.
Ooh, did you see that? Did you see who he picked?
Did he pick Lars?
Yeah.
I heard Lars Alexander, and I'm like, he didn't pick Lars, did he?
No, I'm very interested to see what he can show with the Eddie matchup because I think this is a decent matchup for Lars and Eddie. So I don't particularly think.
You know one notable change though that favors Lars more than Eddie now. Lars is while standing 2-1 no longer 13 on block.
Yeah, it's 12 now.
Yeah,
which is excellent.
so you can't launch it anymore.
But you can't. His back 3-3, you can't float him. You can't float.
Yeah, not back 3-3, but while standing.
While standing 3-3.
While standing 1-3.
You can, yes.
For those who don't know,
it's 14 frame
yeah.
for back 3-3. That's right. You need a 14 frame move to float Eddie off of back 3-3, and I'm not sure what the exact number is. 15?
Yeah, 15 frame moves will float Eddie from while standing 1-3. It's a frame difference, but if you forget, you could always use Lucky Chloe as reference because her 3-4 and while standing 1-4 are the same in that regard, thematically. So, as we were saying, Gora, great player, off to a great start right now. Eddie almost in rage, just backdashing his way. You know, there's an infinite stage with Eddie. Eddie with the best backdash in the game. You gotta make use of it. And Rahmi just making his way forward rather than backwards. Goes for the back 1+2, gets punished with the down forward 1.
And like we were saying, Lars, of course, is a bit of a rare pick these days, which is like a contrast from Tekken Tag 2 and Tekken 6 days. But, you know, let's see. Oh, no, that doesn't punish that. You need to back 3-4.
Nice, gets the down forward 1 on float there with down forward 2-1 screw. Hits him on the ground. Counter hit. You're gonna get a big combo here. Eddie is slightly off axis, but he should be able to get the combo. Eddie does. It's a lot of damage. Goes for another dynamic entry too. Just being playing patiently right now is Gora. Doesn't want to commit to anything. And an excellent whip punish there with the down forward 2-1. We'll close it out here. The silent entry forward 1. 2-round lead right now.
That's an excellent punish there. And of course, Lars, one of his strengths is his whiff punisher. Like, he's one of the best whiff punishers in the game. And he's got 3 launches, 14, 15, and 16 at different ranges that do different things.
Yep, nice forward 1+2 there. Blocked there by Rahmi. Rahmi, you know, not really making use of a lot of Eddie's tools, playing really scared right now. You have to play more aggressively, especially if you've got a 2-round deficit. You've got to make your way back in with some momentum. With the Arc Blast, no punish there, a bit too far out regardless. Goes for the slide, goes for the relax, forward 3+4, down forward 1-1 hits. No counter hit there.
Yeah, that's a punish. That's a punish there.
Oh, okay,
down 1.
yeah, yes it is. I just remembered. Nice break on the running 2+4 throw there. 15 seconds left in the round. Neither player in rage. Goes for the 50-50. A lot of people don't know this, but there's a deceptive mix-up with the while running 3 and the down 3-3. 5 seconds left. Goes for down back 1+2. Can't make his way back in. Gora playing too patiently and too defensively to allow him for a comeback. 3 rounds straight for Gora, playing that Lars here in the Azure stage. Or the Infinite Azure, I should say.
Unfortunately, we are going away from that stage. And let's see what we get. Perhaps we get Infinite Azure again.
Rahmi wasn't confident in the no walls, even though, you know, a lot of players favor that with Eddie.
Yeah, because of the backdash. You just run away.
You know, you have to stage select, obviously. It's part of the rules.
Of course.
But I'm just saying, he didn't seem very comfortable.
But yeah, Hammerhead, of course, the newest stage in the game. Yeah, I think it's a very average stage. It's a rectangle. You know, it's not really there's any wall breaks or anything like that, and I think it's very quite fair for everyone, basically.
When we were talking earlier about what is the longest stage in the game, we're talking about Hammerhead as, you know, one of them, but obviously it's not the longest stage in the game. But speaking of the stage itself, a lot of players are unfamiliar with the layout. You know, their combos might be unoptimized because they're not familiar with the range to the wall or the distance for the side wall. And you know, you start off at a weird angle. It's diagonal to the wall. So you have to be familiar with that. You have to know your character's combos. Gora just playing very patiently, waiting for his chance to float Eddie out of relax or handstand. You know, doesn't want to commit to too much because, you know, you might get crushed and launch with one of the 50-50s. Down forward 1-1-1. Nodes up there. Nice sidestep on the down forward 2. Gets the 1-3. Just playing at him with compact pokes right now. Down,
nice.
Down,
back 3-4.
Sorry, back 3-4, my bad. Rahmi now in rage. We see a rage drive. Most Eddie players would throw out the rage drive here. Just waiting for a good time to do it.
Running 3.
Looks like whiff punish.
Yeah, but I think it was a whiff punish.
Looks like whiff punish.
And all you see Gora doing here, he's not playing fancy or anything like that. He's just controlling space.
I think that's why he picked the he went with the last pick because he felt he could control the match really well. And he's doing so right now. He's playing really well. Gets the combo, doesn't convert, goes for the sidestep low, launch punish for it. Wall damage here from Lars. Goes for the Shining Wizard and goes for Oki.
That isn't actually guaranteed.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Which is really strange.
I'm unfamiliar with that setup. Maybe he wanted something else but just got that instead. Rahmi playing patiently. 30 seconds left in the round.
No, that's -12.
-12 and it's
duckable
high.
as well, yeah.
So no reaction there from Rahmi. Gora has to remember that. Nice sidestep there. Eddie now in rage. 15 seconds left. There's the rage drive. Has his back to wall. Can't backdash from the 50-50. Nice sidestep.
That was meant to be an arc blast for sure.
Lars now in rage. 9 seconds left. Gets the punch in the down 2 to close it out. Gets a count here. That was chunky. 2-round lead right now in a final round for this match and match points for Gora. Nice punish there with the down forward 2-1. gets into the wall, dynamic entry, or silent entry, 1-2. Dynamic
Dynamic entry.
Dynamic entry, 1-2, yeah. I always get the names mixed up.
Yeah, me too.
And you're a last
Yeah,
player.
I know, right? If I can't get it right.
Oh, the YOLO dash up, down for 3+4, expected a get up kick maybe, or another Oki option.
Yeah.
Maybe trying to mix it up with the slide rather. Nice back 1+2 there, gets the slide follow up. What's he going to do with this rage? Gora almost in rage now. Throws out the rage, hits him with the second hit, can he close it out?
Yeah,
and the damage with the back 3-3 is just enough to do so. Finally gets around on the board right now.
He kind of hit the up 4-3 as well, and that's a very interesting option that he chose in that situation. I didn't think that would, yeah.
Crouch jab is a very good option to beat Eddie out of his handstand, or headstand. You lose to a few options like slipper kicks and down 3-4, which is the launcher. But you know, risk reward as it is.
But it does float him as well.
Yeah.
But, oh, and Rahmi doing some
Rahmi
work.
ties it up at 2 rounds apiece at the downfall.
There we go.
Tie it up there. Can he work his way back in? You know what I'm interested to see? Will we see a character change if we have this match going to the next match? If we have Rahmi win this match?
I think for sure we will. Gora, of course, known for, like you're saying, Lily and Leo mostly. But last year,
and
Geese as well.
Time. Nice good punch there with the 1-2. Could have gone a bit more. No break on the 1+2 throw there. One hit away from possibly taking it.
Down back 1-3, steals it.
Well done there by Gora. Rahmi almost showing signs of life there. Almost made a full comeback. Maybe could have taken it out there, but you know, Gora very familiar with the matchup, especially because I think he picked Lars into Eddie because it's a matchup where he thinks it's favorable. You know, did what he needed to do and took that out. Two matches straight.
You know what? I'm going to ask him about that later. I'm going to ask him why he picked Lars. And I'm sure it's going to be some really, really interesting and creative answer. Because, you know, a lot of Koreans, when they play at such a high level, they make decisions on their characters based on, it could even be based on one move. Or based on, you know, how the one move, how comfortable they are with even that one move.
Yeah.
So, yeah, again, good job to Gora with, you know, going with Lars in that match.
A notable example of that is when Nee started picking Feng versus JDCR's Dragunov. So he can back tempo stance against while running 2 with good timing. And then, you know, after JDCR was familiar with Feng, I think it was at Evo, he started playing Steve because he has back 1 for while running 2. As long, you know, I say these as counters, but you have to be an amazing player to have a read and good timing to use these moves and tools effectively against the certain moves that you want to deal with. You know, it doesn't really mean it's a counter pick. It's just a way to make the matchup easier for you.
Yeah, and in general, most matches are 5-5. The vast majority, I would even say 5.5 is very rare.
Yeah. Player over character.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's why this game is such a great game.
Yeah. Like you're not going to see someone pick X character that counters X character and have the player that picks the counter be 10 times or 100 times worse and win. And
there is no character that dominates anyone else.
No.
In the traditional sense, in the tier sense, I should say. But yeah, we're just coming up with Aiken, I believe.
This is losers bracket.
Yeah, that's gonna be Aiken. He's gonna get ready for his next match, which I wonder who it is. You know, oh no, I was gonna say if Aiken played Rip, but Rip is in winners at the moment though. Yeah, look,
is it Norima? He's walking around here.
No, he wouldn't be in losers, would he?
No, he wouldn't be. No, okay, you're right. Why would he be in losers?
He wouldn't be in losers, no. I know Pool D has Nobby and Kudans.
All I know is like
so it won't be them.
The later pools, so Pool D are stacked. Like they're absolutely stacked. This one has a lot of good players. The next one has a lot of good. But every pool had like a killer or at least a few killers in it. But here, you know, we're seeing Aiken. We've got his next opponent coming up. But I'm looking forward to like any match we have coming up because we got all like the good matches for you guys on stream. I just want to see whose opponent is, leaving us in suspense right now.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure Aiken knows who he's playing. To be perfectly honest, he's looking a bit puzzled there. So I guess only time we'll find out. Oh, we've got.
Oh, is it actually Rip?
No, he's in winner. Oh,
it's Rip.
It's Rip. Wow.
This is Rip.
It's actually Rip. It's actually Rip. That's amazing.
They're still good friends. They know each other.
Yeah. we're gonna be seeing the player cams very shortly here. So
Alright, so it is Rip who would be, I think, yeah, Rip on P1 versus Aiken on P2.
Oh, so Rip must have lost off screen though, because you remember how he was on?
Yeah, he was on stream. That was his first match.
Yeah, that was his first match. Yeah.
So we should be seeing Law versus Kazuya.
Ooh, okay. They're swapping sides. Okay.
I'm not sure. Maybe they did a rock paper scissors.
A gentleman's agreement to for Aiken to test himself on one thing.
You know, if you favor one side, you know, it's fair, but you have to learn to play on both sides. It's a skill you must have in Tekken. I don't know how important it is in other games like 2D fighters. I'm not a 2D player, but I know in Tekken, like, you absolutely have to be able to play both sides, because there's no way you're going to get P1 every time or P2 every time. You got to be ready for when you need it.
Yeah, and you know, if you can't, then as a player, that's certainly a good angle and something that you should work on, you know, for improvement. Yeah, well, here we go. We're going to main menu. Okay, looks like they're getting ready.
I think it's because the sides were wrong based on the controls.
Oh, I see. So Aiken choosing to put the headset on versus Rip, who chooses to just to not. What do you feel about having sound?
I don't use headphones.
You don't?
I don't like headphones when I play. Earphones are fine, but headphones, you know, I don't really like.
They're clunky, aren't they?
And when I play at home, I don't have game sound on.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have no sound cues whatsoever?
No. The reason why is because when I used to go to arcades, it was too loud, so I'd wear earphones, and it wouldn't allow me to pick up on audio cues. But now that I play offline, it's still the same. There's a crowd that's really loud, so like it doesn't change the fact that it's too loud for me. Like I want to concentrate, but sometimes someone's screaming in the background, and it throws me off.
I guess it's more expected, obviously. You know, with home consoles, it's very easy to wire up and put a headset on. Just get the audio just for yourself.
Obviously, it's preference. Like most people, I assume, play with game sound. You know, Tekken 7 does have some great tracks for the stages, and I love listening to them. But you know, it's just not for me when it comes to tournament. So we're getting into the first match: Rip versus Aiken.
So I think Rip is Rip on. I think Rip is on 1P actually.
Yeah, he is. Rip 1P.
Rip 1P, even though he's sitting on the right side. Okay, that's fine.
It's something to do with the profiles on the PS4.
I see. Well, Aiken gets his preference. So here we go. Going to the Precipice of Fate.
Precipice of Fate. I remember when this stage was first added. Everyone loved it because of the way it looks. It has a pretty decent soundtrack. I remember playing the build where Lee and Miguel were added to the game, like the pre-release build, and that was the first one it was in. It was absolutely stunning because it has like a very different feel to it in terms of the atmosphere and the color in comparison to other stages. It's a really nice stage. I love it. My favorite stage in Mishima Dojo, though. It's
very good to see that Namco can make Rock Grey and Slate Grey look very well in this game. But okay, here we go, starting the match.
Straight into the first match. Aiken coming off a good performance against Taka.
Yes. Although he did lose, but
went to the last round. Rip starts with a slide there. Already has. Okay, so this is a tactical slide because Aiken prefers P2, but slides on here. So Rip knows this, and he instantly went for the slides to get on P2 to put Aiken on his uncomfortable side. Nice homing move there. Nice block by Aiken. Gets the
look at that
electric.
whiff punish.
Can he close it out? Sidewall, won't be able to. And another wall carry, goes for the hell sweep 4, and a nice whip punish on the 132 there with a down forward 4-4. Aiken with a 1-round lead right now. Banana peel into another low. Hell sweep, what's the Oki? Back 1. Aiken looking for a big whiff,
nice.
And just as I say that, whiff, the electric is whipped, and Rip capitalizes with a great punish on the while standing 2 there. Scored 1+2 for the plus frames. Nice break on the throw there.
And Rip is just trying to bulldog. Nice duck on them. 1-2, 1-2-4-2-2.
We'll see rage drive. Big damage. If you hit that low, that does 47 damage.
Really?
I think it's not the most damage at the wall.
That's a launch punish as well.
Yeah. Katarina gets, I think, 56 damage at the wall with rage drive.
Oh, really?
But Kazuya is definitely out there. It's huge damage, and you transition to Devil Form, which, you know, leads to a strong 50-50. Aiken with a 2-round lead right now. Rip has to do a lot to work his way back in. Nice duck there on the electric. Could go to Fuzzy Guard punish. Doesn't do so. Attacks after blocking the electric. Can Aiken close it out here? It's going to be just enough with the 1+2. Nice. Goes for the down back 4. 3 rounds straight for Aiken.
Yeah. Aiken with an amazing showing there. You see the electric whiff punishes on that? Yeah,
It's always
he's feeling himself
It's
right
always
now.
interesting to see how far away an electric can hit you if you extend your hurt box with a move. Like you're halfway across the screen, you throw out a down forward 4 or a jab or something, and your hurt box actively moves forward. Your opponent throws out an electric, it'll hit you without it being anywhere near you.
Yeah, it's one of those phantom limb sort of things.
So Rip, you know, has to work his way back in. We're in the Mishima building right now.
Of course, one of the FR stages.
Definitely.
For those that didn't actually play 720.0. Yeah, here we go.
I like the track for this.
Yeah,
I know
I love
Tasty
it.
Steve is also a fan.
I think it's one of the best tracks in the game, actually.
Especially with the drop at, like, until the drop at 30 seconds or so. Rip, favoring the 1-1-2 punish into the homing move with the back 3. He's done that, I think, 2 or 3 times.
There we go,
Very
right
scared.
there.
That's the 4th time. You know, you got to mix it up every now and again. Gets the back turn duck with the 1-2.
Oh, look at that.
Excellent electric. Good keep out and timing with the electric. Because he outdoor, this is where he wants to be. We'll see a hell sweep, we'll see a stomp. There it is. Work his way away from the wall is Rip. Goes for the jump at the 171. Gets a wall combo there. And the back turn 50-50 off the jump over. Gets the low launch. Takes his first round this set. Starts off with a hell sweep, no respect there. Goes for the down forward 2 and a nice punish. Another homing move after the 1-1-2 by Rip. 5 out of 5 times he's done.
Oh, the down 2-3. Now that is.
It's the El Clasico. You have to throw it out every now and again. Big damage with the Dragon Cannon at the end of that combo. Kazuya now in rage, gets hit with the second hit.
And I think Rip is adjusting here. Now he knows that he can't give Aiken space for the 50-50s. He can't give Aiken any room, any breathing room there, even if he is on 2P. There we go, and that's the back 10 up for
I think Aiken, not Aiken, Rip is just asserting himself a lot more in this match, in this round, and in this game overall, rather. He knows that the first round he tried playing a bit defensively, tried to wait for stuff at fuzzy guard, and it didn't work out. Now he's asserting, he's playing aggressively, and he gets 3 rounds straight just like that. So it goes from 3 rounds straight to Aiken's favor, now 3 rounds straight to Rip's favor.
Yeah, and again, it's this seesaw of adaptation and anticipation that we see with good players.
So just the adaptation there by Rip, very quick. You know, in tournament, first to 2, you have to be very sharp to download your opponent in such a short period of time. Some players aren't able to do it, like they're very good at long set, but shorter set, you know, they can't pick up on your habits. There's too many things in Tekken, too many options at any given time. And, you know, when you are able to pick up on your opponents, like the most smallest habit, you can take advantage of it, and it seems like Rip is doing so right now. What I would like to see is more of a mix-up after 1-1-2 on hit. He's resorted to a homing move every single time.
Yeah,
back
yeah,
3,
right.
he did back 4 once. But, you know, maybe that one time where he does change it, Aiken's going to hit him with a counter hit down 4-2 or something. So maybe it is safe, but regardless, Rip playing really well in that last match. Ties it up at 1-1, and here we are in the 3rd one. We're in the Dragon's Nest. Nice forward 3 there for keep out. Lord can't really get a good punish on that on block. Just out of, you know, it's
back 2, perhaps?
No, not fast enough.
Oh,
it's minus 13 only.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The
That's
1, 2, 3. I would like to see Rip use a lot more 1, 2, 3, especially at the wall. There we go. Because it does wall splat. It's safe. It's a really good move for really good pressure. Afterwards, you get a parry if you have a good read on it. Or just the last hit stopped him from getting the wall combo. Law wants to be at the wall. He gets that big damage from the last hit with the Dragon Cannon. I think it's the highest wall combo endo. And the back upward 4. I didn't even know that hits. He knows though, he's a wall player. He knows all this stuff.
You gotta know your character.
4 rounds straight right now for Rip. In the back 2 with punish there. Saw him sidestep duck, trying to fuzzy guard something snap. Went for the hop kick. No punish there by Aiken. Another forward 3. Aiken played very defensively right now, trying to play keep out. I'm not sure why he's doing this. And Rip also reverted back playing defensively rather than playing aggressively like he did in the previous set.
Yeah, 4-4-4-3 with punish though.
It's gonna be big damage.
Yeah, straight to the wall, of course, because of law.
Doesn't drop the DSS end though. Insta while standing, Twin Pistons on the wake up right there. Gets the slide. Now has his back to the wall. You know, and there a slide again. And the running 5 rounds straight. Rip playing really well after losing 2 rounds straight. Gets the counter down 4-2 to the electric.
That's what he's known for. And look at the damage on that. That's easily 70%.
Goes for the Oki ender. While standing 3, no duck there by Rip. Valiant, a good choice rather. forward, forward 3. Just out of, I thought it was out of range, but it actually, he blocked it at tip range. It looked like it at least. And a nice while standing 2 there by Rip. Sidewall, won't get the full combo. Kazuya just a hit away from Rage. Gets counter hit down for 2. Drops the combo. I'm not sure what he was going for. Plus frames with the wall running 3. Ripping Rage. Floats him out of the 1-2. No combo there. Slide damage. Both those Rage. Down for 4.
Nice
Close it out.
Aiken lives.
Finally gets around after losing 5 straight. Nice block there. Yeah. And he changed his timing too, but Rip with the excellent read. Wall combo here. Jump over setup. Nice sidestep. 1-2-4. Electric into another electric. Goes for the parry and gets him with it. Nice parry there in the junkyard. You gotta be doing that. 2 plus 4 to get a full combo. Gets the electric hell sweep into the sidewall combo.
Here we go.
Finding 3. This is how it happened last time. Rip in Rage. We see Law's infamous Rage Drive come out.
Dragon counter hit.
Goes for the chop off into the low, into the Rage Drive.
Is that going to be enough? I think that should be it.
Oh, it's just a pixel off! Can Aiken work his way back in? And no, the back 4 to take it. Rip makes the comeback with the pop-off too.
Good stuff to Rip. Quite unfortunate for Aiken there. He did play very well in the first match, obviously, taking 3 rounds straight. And Rip, of course, with the adaptation. And, you know, I'm really glad to see Rip change up. Like you're saying, he was doing 1-1-2 back 3 a lot. And obviously he changed up and took the set.
Aiken just didn't. Aiken has actually transitioned his playstyle into a shorter set playstyle, like one to suit that like first 2 tournament playstyle. And you know, maybe he's not fully adapted yet because he was very much a long set player back in the days of arcade deathmatching.
Yeah.
Also.
Oh, okay. Oh. That might actually run it out for Pool C.
We're being told that that might be the end of Pool C.
So yeah, we'll get more information from the organizers guys, but we're getting hints that that might be it.
Once again, thanks for tuning in, guys. I think that was the end of Pool C. We had a lot of great matches. Yeah, Rip, I believe, makes it top 32 on losers side. So if you're supporting your boy Rip, there you go. Once again, thank you for joining us. We're about to go to ads. We'll see you guys after the break.